When I chose a new path and decided that I was gonna walk away from my past, I was gonna walk away from people, situations, and places that were familiar to me and start over. It was not because of resentment, it was not because I hated where I was from, but I needed to heal. So, healing required me to move away from what created the pain, the hurt, the trauma. So now, like, eventually people will like misunderstand your decision of moving on, especially moving on in a manner whereby you choose a new path. It could be in your religion, it could be choosing a new friendship, walking away from a job and choosing another job, walking away from a relationship and starting a new one. All of those things, you choose a new path because you want to heal from the past. You're not choosing it because you want to punish somebody else. And in my case, it's like a lot of people thought that I was choosing a new path because I wanted to punish them, and it had nothing to do with that person. It has nothing to do with them. It has nothing to do with everything that belongs in the past. It has everything to do with how I feel, what I want, and my healing. I needed to heal from what was causing me so much pain. It was subconscious pain because a lot of it, like, we have so many people in our lives that, we live our daily lives with, we laugh with, we smile with, we talk to, we vent to, we live under the same roof with. They keep causing us pain, but we choose to rub it off and put it off because it's like we're used to it. I'm just used to a certain person speaking to me this way. I'm used to a person treating me this way. I'm used to being dismissed whenever I have an opinion. I'm used to being dismissed when I have something to say or voice how I feel. I'm used to being, being disregarded in many ways. And it becomes a norm for years and years and years and years, living under the same roof, renting an apartment with a person who treats you that way, or being in a marriage or relationship that makes you feel that way. Like what you feel or what you have to say or what you think does not matter. And when you finally come to a point where, you know what, I'm choosing a new path. I'm moving out. I'm walking away from the relationship. I'm ending things. I'm starting over. And this means you distancing yourself from people, cutting people off, blocking people, removing yourself from places, detaching from certain energies. And people will think like, what the heck is this person doing? Are they crazy? Have they lost their mind? They just want attention. They probably want attention. They want us to come after them. They want us to beg for them to come back. They'll assume whatever they want to assume, good or bad, negative or positive. They'll assume whatever they want to assume. Let them be. Let them be. The most important thing for you is to focus on your healing, focus on your growth, focus on moving forward, focus on the process that starting a new path is starting a new process in life. Life is a process, and it's a journey that you need to keep enjoying, not waiting to reach a certain destiny or destination rather, for you to say, finally I've arrived and now I can be happy. A new path, a new start means you starting over and beginning a new journey on a new path and enjoying every moment of it. But you cannot enjoy it if you are still focused on what people from your past think of you. What are they saying about you? What rumors you heard that people were saying or doing against you? Don't focus on that. Even if a person, or you hear that someone is still doing witchcraft against you, it's not something you should fix your mind at, like be fixated on, focused on. Focus on moving on. Whatever it is they're doing against you, it will be in vain. It will be in vain. It's like they're just wasting their time. So focus on you healing, focus on you moving on, focus on you growing in that process, being a better version of yourself than what you used to be yesterday. And whenever you've healed and you feel ready, start new relationships, new friendships, new connections. You don't have to start new connections immediately after walking away from a previous connection. You need to take time alone. I believe that solitude and being isolated and being in hermit mode is a very powerful healing process. It's not easy, but it's very powerful for your healing. And if you want it to be easy, your healing won't be as strong. You won't heal all through. You'll just take things from the surface, but you won't go deep. If you want to go deep, if you want to heal deeply, you have to be alone. You have to be ready to walk the journey alone. Start over alone. Be lonely. Healing can be very, very, very lonely. And sometimes it feels so sad. But know that whatever emotions you're going through daily, don't allow them to consume you, but rather observe them, embrace them, watch them, and move on. Don't stay there too long. Don't stay in a negative emotion on that day for too long. Talk yourself out of it. That's part of healing. You will not heal a wound without feeling the pain. You have to feel the pain. When I was growing up, they used to say that when you have a wound, they would put spirit or anything that is so that will cause more pain, and that was part of healing. And the more pain you feel, your wound heals. So being alone can cause one to feel lonely, sad, depressed, but it's part of the healing. It's part of you learning to be strong all by yourself, learning who you are, learning to self-love, learning to grow from within. It has nothing to do with the outside world and everything to do with what is inside. Hence I say that it's done better when it's done alone. Healing is done better when it's done alone. Then yes, you can have people that support you, like your friends, your family, who talk to you, or anyone, or one specific person. It doesn't have to be a crowd. I personally don't prefer having a crowd unless it's a soul family, a soul tribe, people who are anointed, ordained to be part of my journey. And those people can only come to you once you've let go and once you've healed. When you've healed, you attract people who are healed like yourself. That is if you're willing to let go of previous toxicity, right? And while you are isolated all by yourself and you are going through your healing process, it's not easy. It's the dark night of the soul. It's tough. It's good. It's bad. Past traumas coming alive again in your head. It's like the past is coming back. All the trauma, the pain, everything you went through, it's like you are re-feeling it again. It's coming back again. It's coming back because it needs to be healed, and you're all by yourself. You don't have a friend to vent to. You don't have a family member to vent to. That's what I went through. So it taught me, and it strengthened me. It taught me how to be strong all by myself, self-love, and just to recognize who you are and the power within you. And it completely changed how I view life. Even the people that I had to release and let go and distance myself from, when they see me now, I don't have to say a word. They just can see that I've changed. I'm no longer the same person. It's because of the healing that I had to go through. And because of that healing, once you've healed, you will attract healed people, good people, soul tribe, people who care for you, people who pray for your growth, not your downfall, people who want to see you achieve, people who want to see you happy, not people who rejoice in your sorrow. And therefore, you must be willing to be by yourself. Choose a new path. Choose what works best for you and not for other people. Because sometimes we make decisions based on, well, I want it, I know it's best for me, but what about the other person? They don't want it, or they don't think it's best for them. Choose you. Make decisions based on what you want, not what other people want, or what they think, or what their opinion is. What other people's opinion is about you is none of your business. Your business is to watch over how you feel. If it's negative, talk it out of yourself and focus on all the positive things within you and keep on going.